This is NuMedia TV in London.
Warning! The following program may contain graphics and video images that some viewers may find disturbing and traumatizing. Some of this violent content may be too graphic and intense for some people. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
In a time where trust in mass media is declining around the world, it has become even more important to support good, accurate journalism. Supporting such investigative platforms is defined as content that is ethical, independent, critical, and of public interest. Good journalism and investigative reporting cost money. In alternative social media platforms, SMP, good journalism ensures the possibility of a good society, an accountable democracy, and a transparent government. For continued free access to the best investigative reporting, we encourage you to consider making a modest support to this noble endeavor. By contributing, you are helping to sustain the publishing of digital content and ensuring information remains free, fair, and available to all. We try to make sense of the chaotic world around us. Your support is vital. NuMedia TV.
At NuMedia TV in London, we are non-traditional. We are what is known as alternative media practitioners. We differ from established or dominant mainstream mass media in terms of our content, production, and distribution. We aim to combine the flexibility of a fictive technique to deliver robust and delightful content. We foster participation, the strengthening of a civic attitude that allows our viewers, audiences, and followers to be active in some of the spheres relevant to daily life, and to put their right to communication into practice. This is our philosophy.
Content disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors, and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos and audios may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable to the copyrighted content. The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify the accuracy of such information, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel.
On this social media network, we aim to address Nigeria's socio-cultural and political problems in areas of national identity, conflict, poverty, endemic corruption, inequality, nepotism, terrorism, agitation, high level of child mortality, unemployment, poor health and education, collapsed in infrastructure, cultism, ritual killings, herdsmen crisis, tribalism and home violence.
As a precaution, this channel would also like to state unequivocally that we have all rights to use in all of our media broadcasts over 700 royalty-free tunes. These entire package was purchased and delivered by email. Tuesday, January 12, 2021 at 17:17 hours in London from soundsbest.com and a paid subscription and program from Movavi Video Editor.
New Media TV. Beyond the headlines. News in its purest form. Live stream with confidence. Contact us on +44 208 180 0433. Voice over Internet Protocol. WhatsApp +44 7467 634 822. Please like, subscribe, share and to follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. The live stream will start soon.
Yes, good evening guys, good evening all, good evening everyone, good evening London, good evening to you from wherever you're watching the live stream. Yes, today is Saturday, the 15th day of the second month of February 2025. And as you can see right there, the time currently in London is 17:51, fast approaching 6 o'clock London time. I hope I meet you guys well. I hope you are all in top form, and I hope you are in great spirit. I'm still the same man, your host, live in London. Frank Bello is my name, and today we want to talk about some crucial issue. Those issues, well, they should be issues, plural, because this is all about a nation, or should we say a country, that's been decapitated 64 years ago. A nation in pain and in agony. I'm going to acknowledge each and every one of you. Great channel. Please like, subscribe, and to follow us from whichever of the platforms that suits you, either Facebook, NuMedia TV, my personal page, Frank Bello, or Hello Magazine, or NuMedia TV on YouTube. We want to talk about Nigeria today, and we want to talk about all the lies that you've been told in the last 64 years. We're now in 2025, and by the 1st of October 2025, Nigeria will clock 65 years as a self-governing sovereign nation. But before we proceed, let me pay a huge condolence to the departure of one of the greatest men in Yoruba land who passed away a few days ago. Pa Chief Ayo Adebanjo of the Afenifere Pan-Yoruba Cultural Group. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Pa Ayo Adebanjo put up a strong battle and a great fight for Yoruba land. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Yes, Payo Adebanjo is gone, but then and again, that stupid and hopeless contraption called Nigeria, they've still got the likes of me and a few radicals to have to deal with. But it's not going to be easy for them. I'll tell you the truth. You might be here with me for some time, because the last time I streamed was on Wednesday, the 22nd day of January 2025. So as a matter of fact, this is my second live stream this year, 2025. It's not been easy. Lots and lots of reading and investigations to do. Sometimes, if I go into my own world very quietly, I'm doing something that will ignite and put the entire country on fire. And those channels, mainstream media organizations in Nigeria, they do take note of everything I have to say, but let me make it known to you that the biggest of them all, that I will be so grateful unto God to expose, is that fake, dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari. The very day the secret comes to the open, I have a lot of you to screw up, but I'm definitely sure it's going to come up sometime. It is the secret of all secrets. Nigeria is exactly what we want to talk about today. The lies you have been told time after time, most especially from northern Nigeria. The lies you have been told. I care less. All that matters to me is Yoruba land. We've had enough of that contraption called Nigeria the last 64 years. Please share the stream, because I'm going to open your eyes up into many things this evening. Areas that many of you fail to poke your nose into, I'm going to show you. But before we go to that area, which is the part 1 of a 3-part series, because if I have to deal with the 3 parts, to be very honest with you, it might probably take an absolute minimum of about 5 hours. I have been working on that, and I have to do a lot of composition, a lot of research to get all my facts right, and they have to be right, because here I'm actually dealing with the powers that be and the authorities from each and every nooks and crannies of Nigeria. Before we go, it is exactly 6 o'clock London time, as you can see right in front of your screen. Share the stream. In the first instance, the lies you have been told time after time is about this. Let me show you. It is about this. Where is it? Yeah, it's about this. Power. That power, that's the lies you have been told time after time. Because it is power, then we're talking about this. Northern Arewa versus Southern Nigeria. And I am not going to deviate or stop from propagating my own opinion on the fact that Nigeria must be restructured. And that restructuring must be now. I don't care what anybody else is going to say. No. It's got to be now. Now or never, and then the Yoruba tribe or the Yoruba race is doomed. I want you to please listen to, I posted this video earlier, but I doubt if many of you must have gone through it. I'm going to show you this. Watch it. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, if it is not going to play, maybe I might. Yes. Okay, it seems it is not performing the way I expected it to behave. So what I'll do is to now go back and then bring it in for you to see where it'll play properly. Let me go into it. Yeah, MP4. And here it is. Watch it. Olara, Umebeku, Orowale, longest time. Good evening, you're welcome. Narada Franklin, good evening. Alaja Lola, good evening. Love Doris, good evening. Kenneth Kings, good evening. See, the current formation is out of date. 64 years after independence. Yeah. Toxic Nigeria. The North-South divide. You can clearly see the North are claiming that they've not had their own fair share of ruling Nigeria. So from 1960 to 2024, they were not counting from those years that they've been in power. Gullible people, their own count started in 1999. And I'm going to tell you the numbers of heads of government that the North has produced from 1960 to 2024. And the number of years that the North held on to power, the lies you have been told by Northern Nigeria in 64 years. The power game. Yeti Queen, good evening. Yes, they have to end Nigeria. Now, let's listen to Ango Abdullahi.
No other section of the country that has contributed as much as Northern Nigeria.
Wow, that's a big lie.
Now, we can bring any area and debate it.
Yes, I am.
Father, the North paid more than paid its dues.
That's a lie.
In political terms, this is what now the turbulence in the country politics. The North must not show its face as to who in the next election. The parties were warned that they must not shield Northerners as presidential candidates because it is not the turn of the North to rule again after Buhari. Of course, I mean, you can look at it in various ways, legal or political. Certainly not legal. Our law books are very clear, the Constitution is very clear that I can stand election 20 times and I can lose 20 times. But nothing should stop me from contesting election if I want to. But then, when you look at it in terms of, well, do me, I do you. Rub my back and I rub yours. The North has rubbed more backs than its back being rubbed.
That is a lie.
Obasanjo couldn't get 10,000 votes in front of his house.
That's correct. Obasanjo couldn't get 10,000 votes in front of his house. Correct. Reason being that Obasanjo in 1976 to 1979 favored the North, danced to the wishes and the tones of northern Nigeria. 1979, Obasanjo denied the best of all the presidential candidates in the person of the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, denied him. And because of that denial of 1979 and the mere fact that Obasanjo was a sellout to the Northerners, made the Southwesterners, the Yorubas, to hate so passionately that man called Olusegun Obasanjo. Now, 1999, as you rightly pointed out, that the North decides whether power should come to the South, and that you've paid your own dues in the North. So does that mean the Southwest never paid its own dues? With all our political leaders that were murdered, we've paid more than our own dues as well. Ango Abdullahi. It is no longer business as usual for northern Nigeria. I tell you, let's listen to him. Let's carry on.
I sat with him when he declared, and I told the journalists that spoke to him rudely most of the time, I said he will be president in Nigeria by the votes of northern Nigeria, and he did.
You see, northern Nigeria, they believe that the middle belt is part of northern Nigeria. Yes, before it used to, but now with the current equation, middle belt does not even want to be part of the North. And when you look at northern Nigeria in terms of northwest geopolitical zone and northeast geopolitical zone, you are looking at 19 northern states, because the middle belt, they've made up their mind that they don't want to go with the North anymore, that the person that molded them together, the Sardauna of Sokoto at the time, Sir Ahmadu Bello, was long gone. And the formation of Sardauna holding the Middle Belt as part of the North expired. Let's listen to Ango.
Even there, well, we got paid back somehow. It wasn't appreciated as such. Who brought Jonathan?
No.
The North did.
No. Big lie. The North never brought Jonathan. As a matter of fact, when Umaru Yar'Adua was subsequently declared dead after a prolonged time, the North never wanted to relinquish power because they knew the politics Obasanjo played alongside. The North never wanted Umaru Yar'Adua because they knew Umaru Yar'Adua was not well. The man was constantly on dialysis machine because Umaru Yar'Adua had kidney problems. Obasanjo's imposition of Umaru Yar'Adua paved way for Obasanjo's third term elongation. Umaru Yar'Adua never wanted Goodluck Jonathan to be his vice. Umaru Yar'Adua rather preferred James Ibori at the time. But because Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the man that was leaking the governance in Bayelsa State, to which he was deputy to Alamasia, Goodluck Jonathan was the one that was secretly telling Obasanjo that his boss, Alamasia, is out of the country and he's taking all the resources, the dollars that belonged to the state. So when it was reported, that was when Alamasia then came over to the UK, Tony Blair was the Prime Minister at the time. All Obasanjo did was to phone Tony Blair at number 10 Downing Street to please hold Alamasia. And then immediately they slammed him with corruption allegations. And the corruption allegations then paved way for Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to be then installed as the governor of Bayelsa State. Becoming the governor, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan then became Obasanjo's favorite. So it was well choreographed and orchestrated by Obasanjo at the time. Obasanjo knew Umaru Yar'Adua will not last and that the power will come down south again. Let's listen.
Who voted Abiola?
That's a lie?
You know, did in my sitting room.
That's a big lie. You voted him, but then and again, Ango Abdullahi, you were part and parcel of the same Arewa caucus that denied MKO Abiola in as much as He was part and parcel of the corrupt system, and all his wealth was based and it revolved around corruption in Nigeria. Let's listen.
My younger brother, Tova, all these are sacrifices being made by Northerners. And even if you are talking about the years in power from 1999.
You see, the years the North, they've been in power. Okay, let's listen to it once again.
Jonathan 6.
1999.
Umar 2. And now Buhari 8, 10. So I'm being old even in the number of pure.
Okay, he's claiming the North, they've been in power for 10 years. It's all about power game between the North and the South. Now, let's look at this. I've got this to show you. Now, look at this. These are all the heads of government from Tafawa Balewa right down to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And from 1960, look at it. The North, from 1960 to 2024, in 64 years. So does that mean 1960 and 1979 we won't account for them? No. Ango Abdullahi, we will account for what happened from 1960 right up to date. So in 64 years, from 1960 to 2024, the North has produced 10 heads of state and presidents. 10. Northern Nigeria has ruled Nigeria for 46 years and 6 months in total up to 2024. Out of 64 years, the North has ruled. The South, on the other hand, they've only produced 6 heads of state and presidents. All the way from Nrodzi to Obasanjo, to Ernest Shonekan, to Obasanjo again, to Goodluck Jonathan, and then now to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 6 heads of state and presidents. South has ruled Nigeria for 19 years. It's supposed to be South. It was whilst I was busy preparing the slide. The South has ruled Nigeria for 19 years and 10 months in total up to 2024, as opposed to Northern Nigeria. So does that mean from Tafawa Balewa as Prime Minister to go on to Murtala Mohammed, to Shehu Shagari, to Muhammadu Buhari as military junta, to Ibrahim Babangida, to Sani Abacha, to Abdusalam Abubakar, to Umaru Yar'Adua that you said 2 years, and then to the authentic Muhammadu Buhari, to which you Northerners then presented us with different faces of Muhammadu Buhari, who died in 2017 because the North insisted power must remain in the North. the North-South divide, the power game. I'm going to leave this there, guys. See, toxic Nigeria. Is Nigeria not toxic? Adeboale Idowu Aladesomi, good evening. That country is toxic. If you want to watch the full video, it's available online. Go back and you watch it. And let's now go a little bit deeper now on Nigeria. Yes, on Nigeria. The reasons why we are here. Now, I want to ask each and every one of you, and I want you to please answer me, because I want you to please interact with me. Let's go deep, because in as much as Nigeria is considered a very complex nation with different ethnic groups, let me ask you, as an individual, because this argument is all about breaking up Nigeria. We should end Nigeria now. The first question I'm going to ask you: do you favor a breakup of Nigeria into multiple regions or countries? This is that part I serialized, and this is the first part. Do you favor a breakup of Nigeria into multiple regions or countries? Answer yes or no. You have to. Do you believe Nigeria should be split into 4 or more regions or countries? Yes or no? Please interact with me. The third question is: splitting up Nigeria the only way to end the North-South divide and rivalry that Professor Ango Abdullahi is now claiming? The North, they've paid more than their own dues. Yes or no? See, you see, this never-ending squabble between Northerners and Southerners is more significant in Nigerian society than most would admit. But again, the question I'm going to ask and then throw at you is this: who is going to split Nigeria? Who do you think will split Nigeria up? See, Nigerians from all walks of life, let's look at it this way. Nigerians from all walks of life, they do business together. As one big bona fide body. A split means a Hausa businessman in Lagos would end up paying higher taxes as a foreigner in, well, the proposed Odua Republic or a Yoruba kingdom. What does this entail? In contrast, an Igbo spare parts dealer also in either Kaduna or Bauchi would end up in the same game in the Arewa Republic of the North. Foodstuff prices could go up in some parts of the country because food from the north or south will now have to cross the border, meaning higher tariffs, foreign exchange, and price rises as a result. Let us also not forget that most other minority tribes in Nigeria do not want to live under some kind of direct domination from the majority tribes either. Let me ask you this leading question again. Will Nigeria ever get better? Will it ever get better? Let's know in your comment. Let me know. Let us know why you agree or disagree with all the leading questions. There is no doubt about it. Nigeria faces many pressing problems. And make no mistakes, this contraption is only held together by just one thing. And that thing that is holding the country together, I'll tell you, I'll show you. I've seen more people. I'm going to attend to your questions. Guys, please share it. Phillips Nice Z, Steve Osage, Steve Osage, you're watching the live stream on YouTube. Nigeria is only held together by just one thing. And that thing that is holding Nigeria together, let me show you, so that you have a very clear idea. That thing that is holding Nigeria together is this. Yeah, is this. Yeah, this is exactly what is holding Nigeria together. Crude oil. That is what is holding the country together. Minus crude oil, Nigeria is done. Crude. That is what is holding Nigeria together. Crude oil. Crude oil. Crude oil and the fear the Western world has over a refugee crisis involving millions of people if the country splits apart or breaks into pieces. Crude oil and the fear by the West that should the country split or break into pieces, there will be a refugee crisis all over the whole world. Spain's Catalonia and Nigeria's Biafra seem to share a common destiny. Just east of Nigeria, Cameroon's Ambazonia, the English-speaking part of the southern part of the Cameroon, is also fighting to separate from the French-speaking part of northern Cameroon. The state of California in the United States of America has been toying with the idea of an independent nation for a while. Several nations in the world today seek to break away from their parent nations. But why do nations fear breakups and hold the other party down in an unholy and dissatisfied union or marriage like Nigeria? The rich southern wife and the poor northern husband, the poor northern Alamanjiri husband. Russia and the United Kingdom face similar problems to those of Ukraine and Scotland. Scotland wants to be independent. England saying no to the unholy and dissatisfied union or marriage. But I want to address the United Nations. Why can't the United Nations set the rules and the requirements for nations seeking independence to meet and then dialogue? And why does the organization find it challenging to intervene despite prolonged agitation from separatists until so much blood is spilled? And a classic example, Eastern Nigeria, in the Biafran land. We all witnessed how the Fulanis killed and maimed people in Sunday Igboho's house. That was why I asked, who will split Nigeria? I I'm also at a loss as to why countries like Nigeria would lock down other tribes or regions who are willing to secede, forcing them to go through the bloody route to the actualization of their dreams. Yoruba nation agitation and the Biafran agitation. Guys, please share this. Share the stream. It's gonna get really bad. Yeah, I'm at a loss. Nigeria is without any shadow of a doubt held together by oil and by the fear of a refugee crisis by the Western world involving millions of people if the country is split into pieces or the situation becomes very violent. When Flora Shaw decided to name the area she had seen south of the river Nigeria, it was just only a few years after the Berlin Conference of 1885, at which Great Britain had laid claim to that western corner of Africa. You see, during that time, the territories, different kingdoms, and major powers were far from being a nation as the British merged groups of different nationalities together for administrative purposes. Before that, the area now known as Nigeria 369 was referred to as the Slave Coast. Slavery did in fact persist well after Wilberforce and company had made their efforts to institute a worldwide ban. In the north, the Sokoto kingdom was busy raiding the south for slaves from the same very subject they will go on to govern as a country half a century later, with greater autonomy handed them by the British. The situation got so bad and out of control that the British had no choice but to bomb Lagos, a war that was fought on the Atlantic Ocean to remove the then slavery-friendly Obakosoko and his uncle Akitoye. So, when Britain knitted northern and southern Nigeria together, they combined the set of peoples that mainly had nothing in common and had never gotten along with themselves. North and South Sudan today are good examples. If North and South Sudan is too easy, let's look at Germany and Poland. Germany and Poland. Let me bring in that to show you exactly what I am talking about. Germany and Poland. I think I have it, because if you see that, then you'll be able to actually yeah, I think I should have it somewhere in here. Germany and Poland. Okay, I doubt it if I've got it. I don't think I brought it into the main studio. Okay, let me do it this way, because that will give you we need to let me go back and then check that PNG. I'll just quickly that will give you an idea. Yeah, it was not in there, so I better might as well just leave that opened right now. Now, Germany and Poland is one classic example, and let me show you once again Germany and Poland. Okay, when you look at the map, you will see it. This is it. Yep, Germany and Poland. You can see the map of Germany and you can see Poland. Yeah, September 1939, Battle of the Border between Germany and Poland. Now, it took 2 world wars and mass deportations at the end to finally resolve the situation and create 2 separate nations in Europe. All efforts at making Germans and Polish coexist together had failed. Completely. The question we must ask is, why hasn't Nigeria, please, I want you to please interact with me. Why hasn't Nigeria, since the bloody civil war, ever experienced another violent conflict leading to a breakup like Yugoslavia or Sudan, despite having even more division? I've helped you out. Here is the answer. It is not because Nigerians are peace-loving people. It is because the powers that be did not want such a horrible event to happen, because it will affect their stakes and all the fraudulent activities that they've perpetrated over the years. This is not the case with the constant lubricating flow of the black liquid gold called crude oil. More on that later. Let's now look into Nigeria itself and its global positioning. Nigeria is a country located in West Africa between the Gulf of Guinea, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean in the south, and the Sahel in the north. Let's look at that once again so that you will have a clear idea on its global positioning. Let's bring in the map that will show you everything. That is the global positioning of Nigeria itself. It's a country located in West Africa. You can see clearly between the Gulf of Guinea. You can see the Gulf of Guinea, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean in the south, and the Sahel in the north. On record, Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa and the 7th most populated in the world, with over 200 million people as of 2021 and an estimated 223.8 million people in 2023. Nigeria has a range of natural environments, from semi-deserts in the north to the tropical rainforest in the south. And as you can rightly see in the same map, the country shares borders with Benin Republic in the west, Niger and Chad in the north, and Cameroon to the east. The country, let me show you so that you know exactly, because I once made a stream and I showed you guys at the time reasons why the country called Nigeria was so blessed, and reasons for that only God himself can explain. So when we look at the country, let me see, I think I have that in here as well, with its location. Yes, here it is, so that you can clearly see it, and you can begin to now picture the 369. Here we are, Nigeria 369. Nigeria is located at 9.0820 degrees north and a longitude of 8.6753 degrees east. So these coordinates place Nigeria in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Latitude 9.0820 degrees north and 8.6753 degrees east. That 8.6 is equally 9. So that's where you got that 9, the 369. Now, the country is located in between the northern and eastern hemisphere. Let me show you that again so that you have a very clear mental picture of what we are talking about, and maybe because of that global positioning, that is why there are so many other things buried underneath that we're going to go into very shortly. Now, you can clearly see the position of Nigeria. So because of that latitude and longitude, it is in between the eastern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere. We've not gone into the western hemisphere. When we look at countries like Senegal, Gambia, they've entered into the western hemisphere. So but Nigeria is basically strictly within the eastern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere. You can check it out yourself. Now, this will give you an indication of why Nigeria is so blessed. Now, the country's total area is 923,768 square kilometer. That's about 356,669 square miles. Land area, the total land area of Nigeria is 910,768 square kilometer. So as you can see, the map of Nigeria is so small. The UK will swallow Nigeria 3 times. So Nigeria is 3 times the size of the United Kingdom. And in square miles, that's 351,649 square miles. Water area is 13,000 square kilometer, which is 5,019 square miles. The climate in southern Nigeria is equatorial and tropical in north central areas like Jos, Benue, Taraba, and Nasarawa, and arid in the core north. When we say the core north, we're talking about the northwest and the northeast that I told you they're only made up of 19 states. Now, Nigeria's stretch of land with its physical feature or landscape is southern lowlands that merge into central hills and plateaus, a high plain elevated area of land that rises sharply above the surrounding areas, often with steep sides in the center, mountains in the southeast. All of you that are Igbo, you will know this very well. Mountains in the southeast and arid in most part of the north. Now, but those mountains, you are going to see what you were unable to see before, because I'm going to open up your eyes. Nigeria is very rich in mineral and natural resources. The country is blessed with oil, natural gas, and guess what? More than 40 different types of solid minerals. 40 different types of solid minerals. Most of Nigeria's oil and natural gas are found in the Niger River Delta Basin and offshore in the Gulf of Guinea, which is Bight of Benin and Bight of Bonny in southern Nigeria. See, beginning from gold, let's put oil to one side. Let's look into some of the rich mineral resources. Because Nigeria seemed to be noted for oil and gas. But as a matter of fact, not many of you are aware that Nigeria is milking vast amount of money from the other natural mineral resources. Over 40 of them. Maybe that is why the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is looking very carefully inwards into those mineral resources. Many of you are not talking about those precious mineral resources. Gold. This one. Let me bring it in for you. Gold. Look at this. Gold. You know it? Gold. Gold. Yeah, gold. Let me try and then bring it in again. Gold. Gold. Gold, as we all know, is a soft, shining yellow metal that is found in many parts of the country, including the north, west, and the central regions. Until recently, no one has talked about the gold reserve deposits in Nigeria, as crude oil has dominated the country's significant revenue since independence in 1960. Areas gold is found in Nigeria. Gold. Gold is found in many areas of Nigeria, including the northwest and southwest regions. The most important deposits are in the schist belt region. The schist belt region. If I probably show you another clear picture of the schist belt. Now, that's why I said you guys should please check this out. The schist belt, that's what is called the schist belt. The schist belt is a geographical region within the Earth's crust. Look at the map of Nigeria and look at where the Earth's crust is, the inner core, where a significant amount of schist rock is found. It is typically formed by intense metamorphic process due to tectonic activity when sedimentary rocks undergo high pressure and temperature during plate tectonic collisions. So, within all these mountainous areas, there are mineral deposits inside them, but no one is talking about them, and they don't want you to be enlightened. They don't want you to be enlightened. That's why. Now, the following areas are the major gold producing parts of the country. A place called Maru. Maru is a local government area in Zamfara state, which is located far north of the state. This area is a central gold producing area in northern Nigeria. This area, Maru, gold mining in northern Nigeria. Yeah, located, Maru is located in Zamfara state, and most of you've heard the vast amount of gold, to which the north said the gold in the north belongs to the north, but the oil in the south belongs to the north. Anka is also a local government area in Zamfara state. This area is located in the western part of the state. It is equally an active central gold production area in northern Nigeria. Malele is also in Zamfara state in the northwest and is a central gold producing area in northern Nigeria. Tosom, Banin, Gwari, Kwaga. Let me see if I can bring in that one for you. Yeah, Tosom. See, Tosom, Banin, Gwari, Kwaga is located in Kushaka Schist Belt of northwestern Nigeria. The area is also known for its gold deposit and is a central gold producing area in northern Nigeria. Here are some facts that northern Nigeria kept away from the rest of the country since the 1930s. They've kept it away. Now, the Tosom Banin Gwari Gold Reef system is about 7 kilometers long. The Kwaga Reef system is about 3 kilometers long. They've all got different gold grades, such as pyrite gold, sphalerite gold, chalcopyrite gold, pyatotite gold, galena gold, magnetite gold. Yeah, various kind. Kept this away from you. North, they've kept that away completely from you. Tosom Banin Gwari in northwest has been active gold mine since the 1930s. Gomana. Let me bring that in for you as well. Gomana is also in the north. Gomana is in the Shiroro area of Niger State, and it is a central gold producing area, also in northern Nigeria. Banin Yauri is a place in northwestern state of Kebbi. That is also a major gold producing area in northern Nigeria. Oklom Dogondaji. This is another gold mineralized area in the Egbe Ishalu schist belt in southwestern Nigeria. This area was extensively mined for gold from the 1930s to the 1950s. This one. That one. Coming your way. The Southwest Schist Belt. Ipenido, also a town in the Osun region of Osogbo State, is a major gold producing area in Osun State, southwest Nigeria. Another one is Garin Hawal. Garin Hawal. Let me. There's a lot more to this. Garin Awal. This gold mining area is located in Kebbi State in the northwest region of Nigeria. It is also part of the gold bearing share zone. Kashi. This is a local gold mine area located in the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. You won't believe it? Gold in Abuja. Anibolaji, good evening. Don Aladedi, good day. Ah, okay. From Abami. You see, remember, guys, remember, gold is a precious metal. Very precious metal. Precious metal. See, precious metal, gold, used in making jewelry and other luxury items. No one can deny that. And what about luxury items? You'll be amazed. Such as this. See, gold toilet, gold wash hand basin. These are part of what the gold mined in Nigeria are being used for. But the gold in the north does not belong to Nigeria, it belongs to the north. During the Second World War, production of gold declined. Now, let's now go into other minerals found in Nigeria. Remember, this is part 1. You see, many people will not be here. But in each and every state of Nigeria, there are mineral resources found literally in every nooks and crannies of the country. Let's go into, in this part 1, let's go into those mineral resources I can cover, and let's start from iron ore. Iron ore. Iron ore. Let me see if I can actually bring in iron ore here for you. Iron ore. Iron ore. Yeah, iron ore. Now, I will show you. Now, this is iron ore. You can clearly see it is equally a rock. This is iron ore. It's a rock. You can clearly see that. Now, let me now bring in a graphic so that you know exactly what we're talking about. Iron ore. Now, this is iron ore mining. Iron ore mining. These are rocks, like I said to you. As you can see, these are rocks and minerals from which metallic iron can economically be extracted. Iron ore. Excuse me. It is found in many hilly parts of the country and is mostly concentrated in Kogi, Enugu, Niger State, Delta State, and Benue states, and as well as the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So Abuja has got gold, Abuja has got iron ore. That's why I said it's going to be a bit cracky. Now, this iron ore, the Itakbe mine in Kogi State, Itakbe mine in Kogi State, this one, the Itakbe mine in Kogi State is one of the largest iron ore reserves in the world, with over 3 billion metric tons of iron ore deposits in Nigeria. Kogi State has got the largest deposits of iron ore in the world. So why is Kogi State poor? Why is Kogi State a poor state when they've got that huge thing? Huge iron ore deposit. Why is Kogi State poor? Why should they have to depend on handouts from the crude oil sale? Why should they have to? Let's go into the next mineral resources that I want to talk about. And this time around, I'm going to talk about a mineral called tin. Tin. Guys, please share the stream. Tin. Look at this. Tin ore. You can see tin is a soft silvery white metal widely used for plating steel cans as food containers, and they are found in Jos Plateau, in Cross River State and Akwa Ibom State. But the majority of Nigeria's tin reserves are located in Jos Plateau, the majority. Let's see if we can, so that you have an idea. Sorry about that. Tin. Yeah, in Jos Plateau. Where do I, where are you? Okay, I'm gonna skip that. Okay, yes, in Jos Plateau area. Now let's go into coal, which is this one. Coal. Coal. Let me bring in coal. At least you'll be able to see everything physically yourself. Coal. Yes. Some of us, whilst we were back home in Nigeria those days, I'm pretty sure some of us were accustomed to coal. Now this is a coal rock. Coal. Coal is another non-renewable fossil fuel that's burned to create energy. It's a black sedimentary rock that's high in carbon and hydrocarbons. For those who probably must have gone through organic chemistry. Hydrocarbons. Now coal is found in the lower middle belt and upper Benue and the Anambra Basin. where the most extensive and economically viable coal resources are found. Coal. Which is this? See, let's go into limestone. Limestone. Let me show you. Some of you're not really aware that some of these precious minerals are readily available in Nigeria, and you will be shocked. Limestone. Limestone is coming your way. You will see how limestone looks like. This is limestone. Limestone. You can clearly see limestone. Limestone is another sedimentary rock mainly made of calcium carbonate with the chemical formula CaCO3. It is found in layers with vertical cracks and horizontal bedding planes. Limestone. Let me see if I can get you a picture of limestone quarry. You see, many of you probably don't know. Limestone. This is limestone. Limestone. It is another sedimentary rock that is mainly made up of calcium carbonate, and the chemical formula is CaCO3. It is often found in layers with vertical cracks and horizontal bedding planes. Now, this versatile mineral, limestone, that you are looking in front of your screen, can be used for architectural features like veneer and bearing applications. It is a durable building material that's often used for flooring, wall cladding, and decorative trim. Let me show you what that piece of rock is capable of doing. Let's bring in so that you can have a graphic mental picture. You see, limestone usage. Look at this. That rock you are looking at will end up like this, used in precious decoration inside and outside your home. You can see where the blue arrow is pointing, and you can begin to see even the floor is made of limestone. Now, where are they found? Limestone is found in basins across the country. Benue to Sokoto Basin to Borno Basin and the Dahomey Basin. The Benue Basin is the country's most significant and most economically viable limestone deposit. Yep. Let's look into another precious mineral, but some will even shock you. Some will shock you. And the next one that we're going to look into is a mineral resource called niobium. Niobium. Let me show you how niobium looks like. Niobium. You see, this is niobium. Some of you've never seen it. Maybe you're even seeing them. I'm pretty sure some of you are looking at, you're seeing this for the first time. This is niobium. Niobium. Niobium is a ductile transition chemical element that is metal resistant to heat. Listen to that. Metal resistant to heat, wear, and corrosion. Guess what? Nigeria has large deposits of niobium ore, and the country exports these mineral resources to other countries of the world. Let me see if I can get niobium on the file. Yeah. Niobium. This is niobium. This is niobium. A ductile transition chemical element that is metal resistant to heat, wear, and corrosion. And Nigeria has got large deposits of this niobium ore, and the country exports it to other countries. Now, this particular rock you are looking at, it's got a high melting point of around 2,477 degrees Celsius, or 2,477 degrees Celsius, or 4,491 degrees Fahrenheit. Niobium is used in many applications, including steel, jet engines, and jewelry. When we talk about jet engines, we're talking about this. Niobium in jet engines. See, this, that jet engine is made of niobium, and Nigeria has been exporting this niobium ore to other parts of the world. And you've got that in abundance. This niobium, let me bring it in for you so that you can see. Yeah, this is niobium used in jet engine. That rock. Plenty, boku. Plenty, boku for Nigeria. And they've been exporting this without you guys not knowing that these important mineral resources it's been going on for years, but many of you concentrate more on crude oil, and here we are. Jet engines, the mineral resources is readily available in Nigeria, and Nigeria has been exporting this niobium to the Western world, and you are not aware. Obviously, something is wrong. Something is clearly wrong. What about lead? Lead. Let me show you what lead looks like. You will see lead now, and then lead. Lead. It's coming your way. This is lead. This is lead mineral. Lead compounds are used in various products in and around our homes, including paint, ceramics, pipes, and plumbing materials. It is also used in gasoline, batteries, ammunition, and cosmetics. Let me show you that rock, that lead mineral. Yeah, look at that rock. Yeah, you can clearly see in batteries, in your paint, plumbing materials, even your lipstick and pipes, including what? Guess what? Ammunitions in guns. Let's see if I have a clip of it. Okay, I don't seem to have that. Lead is found in Nigeria in the Benue region, in the states of Ebonyi, in Benue and Nasarawa. Lead is also found in the earlier geological basement rocks of northwestern Nigeria. What about these mineral resources? What about this? Check this out. It is called zinc. Zinc. Oh, come on, where are you? Zinc. Let me check it here. Zinc. Okay, let me see. Zinc. Okay, and what about here? Zinc. Let's see, I think I should have it here actually. Zinc. Yeah, zinc. Yeah, zinc. This is the material called zinc. This is zinc. That is zinc. Now, zinc is a mineral that has many uses. Zinc is used in coating iron and steel to protect them from corrosion and casting alloys. This mineral is also key in medicines and, guess what, as supplements. Key in what? Medicine and supplement. Let's bring in that for you. So zinc, you see, we consume that as food supplement. It is a key part of the wound healing process as well. This same zinc. Yeah. It is a key part of the wound healing process, including membrane repair, inflammation, and tissue regeneration. As a supplement, such as this, as a supplement, as a food supplement, zinc is used to treat zinc deficiency. It is used in treating colds, diarrhea, and other health conditions. This mineral called zinc, this particular mineral, again called zinc, is found in Nigeria in the Benue and Niger River regions, as well as in the northern and eastern parts of the country. I'm going to go into the next mineral resources called bentonite. See, bentonite, Let me see if I have that as well. I think I do. Bentonite. Okay, I think I probably have got bentonite as a video. Let's see, bentonite. Bentonite, yes. Bentonite, here it is. Bentonite, look at that. Bentonite. As you can see, this bentonite is a soft plastic clay formed from volcanic ash or other rocks. Let me give you a mental picture so that you can look at it as well as a video. Yeah, such as this. See? Not this one that I want. You will see that real bentonite. Yeah, yeah, it is this one. Now add bentonite. Yeah, it is this one. See, it is a soft plastic clay formed from volcanic ash or other rocks. It is known for its ability to absorb and release water and has many uses that you are looking in front of your screen. It is primarily used in cosmetics and alternative medicine as a detoxifying agent, often applied to the skin for acne and oil control, or ingested to potentially alleviate digestive issues like constipation and bloating. So we're talking about bentonite in medicine. Let's look at that. You see, bentonite in medicine, this is the usage. This is bentonite, that clay you are looking at, and you've got everything in Nigeria, and Nigeria has been exporting it. To other countries of the world, perhaps Europe and America. Now, it is found in many states across Nigeria. Bentonite, that is this particular mineral resources called bentonite. This one. Yeah, this bentonite. It is found in many states across Nigeria. And areas you will find bentonite include Edo, listen, Edo, Abia, Ebonyi, Anambra, Borno, Adamawa, Gombe, and Southeast Nigeria. Their locations in Nigeria are as follows. Now, if I show you this, bentonite locations in Nigeria, now, Afuze in Edo State, Many of you probably don't even know. You can see that is the map of Edo State, and you can see where the red arrow is, Afuze. Afuze, Edo State. This area is Nigeria's largest deposit of bentonite. This is followed by Ekpoma. Let me bring in that picture as well for you. The second one. Ekpoma, you can see it is followed by Ekpoma, Igunebon Road, Ovibio Kon, and Okpebo areas of the same state. Now, this region in Edo State, the region in Edo State, the two regions, they contain over 90 million tons of bentonite clay. Edo State. In the northeast region, those regions include Borno. Let me see if I can get you Borno. Yeah, they include Borno. Let me see if I can get that in. Yeah, oh, this is it. This is it. Yeah, in Gombe, Borno, and Adamawa. They have it. Abakaliki Formation, Southeast Nigeria. That formation contains large amounts of bentonite clay. Bida in Nigeria. Bida in Nigeria. Let's see. Bida in Nigeria. The area contains bentonite clay deposits that have been studied using the XRF, XRD, SEM, and other methods. In the northeast region, Pindiga is an area that is located in Pindiga Emirate in Akko, a local government area of Gombe State in northeast. The area contains bentonite clay deposits. Let's now go into another mineral resource called barite. Barite. Let me see if I have barite in here. You see, many of you. Okay, barite. I think I have it as a video. Barite. Yeah, I have it as a video. Now, this is barite. This is barite. That's barite. This is barite. And barite, this is a heavy non-metallic mineral made of barium sulfates. Its chemical formula is BaSO4. It is used in many industries, including oil and gas drilling, construction, medicine, and manufacturing. Barite is a key component of drilling mud in the oil and gas industry. So as much as Nigeria is blessed with crude oil, so also the key mineral to drill mud in the crude. You see, these barite mineral resources let me show you a very clean picture of barite once again. This that is barite being mined. Barite deposits are found in many states in Nigeria. They include Adamawa, Benue, Cross River, Ebonyi, Gombe, Nasarawa, Plateau, Taraba, and Zamfara. Now, here are the states with barite deposits. Cross River State. Cross River State, this state in the south has large barite reserves and active mines. So the barite mines in Cross River State are active. Some estimates say that Cross River State has over 9 million to 11 million tons of barite reserves in the region. Nasarawa State in North Central has barite deposits in the Azara, Wuse, Kuma, Aloshi, and Kiana areas in Nigeria. I'm telling you the areas. Taraba State. Let me see if I can bring in their pictures. I think I have the picture somewhere. Yeah, I think I have those pictures somewhere. I'm just looking for it, guys. Yeah, I think this is it. Yes. No. Okay, yeah. Let's carry on. Taraba has large barite reserves in North Central. Benue has barite deposits along the Benue Basin in North Central. Plateau has barite deposits in North Central. Adamawa has barite deposits in the Northeast. Gombe has barite deposits in the Northeast. Zamfara has barite deposits in the Northwest. Katsina has barite deposits in the Northwest. Barite can be found in many types of rocks, including igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rock. Now, you may ask, what are the uses of barite? Barite, chemical formula BaSO4, is used in many industries, including, like I said, drilling in oil and gas, construction, medicine, and manufacturing. Barite is also a weighing agent in drilling mud, which helps prevent blowouts and the explosive release of oil and gas, such as this. I think I have a video clip of that. Yeah, this. Yeah, you can clearly see that. You can see barite in action. Is also a weighing agent. You see, Nigeria is also blessed with these rich mineral resources, but they are not telling you. You don't even know. Now, the high specific gravity of barite helps contain pressures in the oil well. Now, this same barite you are looking at is also used in radiation shielding concrete, such as in X-ray rooms in hospitals. Let's go into the next mineral resources, which is called gypsum. Gypsum, which is this. Gypsum this one. Gypsum. Gypsum, as you can see, is a soft white or gray mineral made of calcium, sulfur, oxygen, and water. Gypsum is mined worldwide and used in many products, including plaster, drywall, chalk, and fertilizer. Gypsum is found in many states in Nigeria, including Sokoto, Gombe, Yobe, Adamawa, Taraba, Borno, Bauchi, Benue, Ogun, Edo, and Kogi states. The largest and best quality gypsum occurrences have been reported in parts of Sokoto, Gombe, and Yobe states, especially areas around Nafada, Fika, Bularafa, and Mutwe. Now, apart from gypsum used as a fertilizer and in the construction industry, gypsum is also used as a food additive in many items we use every day. Like, check this out. This same gypsum, you use it every day. In items such as, look, soaps and toothpaste. Yeah. Apart from its usage as a fertilizer and in the construction industry, gypsum is also used as a food additive in many items we use and consume every day, like our toothpaste and our soaps, shampoo. It is also used, that same gypsum, it is also used in what? In Portland cement. Like this. Portland cement. It is used to create molds for dinnerware, molds in dinnerware, and guess what? In dentistry. In dinnerware and dentistry. To create dental impressions. And they use it as well in building roads and highways. Available in Nigeria, but you are not aware. That same material. Like I said, this is part 1. We're going to go into part 2. There are some other mineral resources that we're going to explore in our part 2. Others that we're going to explore. See, other than crude oil, apart from crude oil, many of you are not aware. So, the question we have to ask is, what have they been doing? What those politicians, they know it too well, but concentration and focus has been on oil, but there are some other precious mineral resources available in Nigeria that many people are not even talking about, but it could earn the country significant amount of money from foreign exchange. Narada, you said, let me post your comment. The map of Africa is surrounded by mysteries of highly orchestrated misinformation, and it also lacks proper and adequate representation in landmarks, size. So also is Nigeria. Africa is even not in its rightful position on the world map, if you know. Well, we know that. Yeah, let's go through your comment and then we bring the stream to an end. Love Doris, let's post your comment. You said the breakup is imminent. Muhammadu Buhari's statement. The cabals on both sides of the territories are just trying to delay it happening. The time is now to pave the way for emergence of new sovereign nations from downtrodden mess called Nigeria. Again, you posted earlier, the UN is a lapdog of the US, hence its inability to intervene into matters of self-autonomy by some ethnic nationalities of countries in Africa. Guys, it's been cracky. We're going to treat part 2. Innocent Kings. I nearly missed your comment actually. Yes, and Narada Franklin. Narada Franklin, again, you posted. Yes, I am absolutely in support of a breakup of Nigeria. Nigeria is a British experiment meant for doom. Nigeria has not worked and it will not work. Innocent Kings. Let's see Innocent King's comment. Given the current states of affairs in Nigeria, it seems unlikely that meaningful progress will be achieved without significant changes. Nothing will change. Yeti Queen, let's post your comment. I have presented on the same topic, especially on mineral resources located in Yoruba land. Yoruba land is blessed. Yeah, thank you for that, Yeti Queen. Guys, 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours of live streaming. Let's bring this show to an end, and we're going to go into part 2 of the same mineral resources, and I'll give you an idea of where to start in our next presentation. The part 2, I should be able to tell you exactly what we shall be discussing, and we're going to go straight into that unless and otherwise something else crop up that may need our attention. So in the second part, we will still go into more details with gypsum. We're not finished with gypsum, and then we go into talc bearing rocks, and then we go into some questions that we need to tackle in the second part. Perhaps if I am opportuned tomorrow, we probably might treat part 2 tomorrow. So you have to join me, because there's a lot more coming, and join me almost the same time, around 6 o'clock. We'll bring it out into the open, and these are things that Nigerians ought to learn from, because even in your own state you don't even know the mineral resources that is available in your own state, but you've been focusing more on oil, and then currently with the current dispensation, gold that's been extracted in Zamfara. Guys, let me seize the opportunity to thank each and every one of you. I hope to be back tomorrow so that we treat part 2 subsequently, and then from there on we treat part 3, and then we go on into many other things that we need to discuss into bringing down Nigeria as a whole. So you can now see Nigeria is not working, and this is why we are advocating that we should end Nigeria. We might as well end Nigeria now. So guys, let's bring the stream to an end, and until tomorrow 6 o'clock, join me for another spectacular episode, and I hope to see you. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Share the stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
NuMedia TV. Beyond the headlines. News in its purest form. If you have enjoyed this video or any of our podcasts or live streams, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more content like this. We make information simple. Your experience matters to us. Liberty Media Communications. Live stream with confidence. Fewness of words. Greatness of deeds. We empower people around the world to stand up for their social or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video or live stream.